Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of A Link to the Past. In this episode, we are going to go straight to the next dungeon, which is Misery Mire. And to get here, we have to go to the desert, and there's a portal over here. You just have to take the bird. And instead of a desert being in the dark world, it is a swampy type of area. And it looks really cool too. And before we actually go inside the dungeon, we are going to get a couple pieces of heart. So there's one in here. I don't want... crap. I got hurt by those guys even though I didn't want to. But there's like a little block puzzle. It's easy to figure out. Let's see, move that block, move this block, okay, yep, and there we go, we get another piece of heart, and we even refilled, we even got another heart container. So, now that we've done that, we are going to go over here. I think there's another little type of building, and there's not a piece of heart in here, but there is something in here. I know there's something. So you can go in here too. And it is a great fairy. So if you're running low on hearts, you can stop in here. And yeah. Now the next heart piece that we're going to get is actually on over in this little corner. We have to go back to the light world in order to do this. So it's real simple. There's a stone here. We're going to lift it up and then we're going to go inside. And we have another block puzzle to do. It's really easy though, so no big deal. And there we go. We get another piece of heart. Now, one thing that's worth mentioning is that when you're going to go to Misery Mire, you need to have the ether medallion before you go over there. So remember, if you get the ether medallion on Death Mountain, then you're pretty much good. And it's kind of like what we had to do. It's similar to what we had to do when we were entering the desert palace. You know, because we have to do something to open up the entrance here. But use your ether medallion, and oh my gosh, Link looks so epic there. He actually looked kind of creepy because it looked like he was being electrocuted. And there we go. The entrance is opened. So when you first go in here, you're going to whip out your hook shot, and but yeah, Misery Mire, it's such a cool name for a dungeon. I have to tell you, it really is. And there's a lot of these witches that are around. They're going to shoot beams at you. So you just have to kill them before they do. And they warp to the exact same place that they're standing at, so it's very easy to get rid of them. And I've also done like a couple practice runs of this temple. I mean palace, not temple. But anyway, I've done a couple practice runs, so now I know exactly where I'm going, and it's a pretty straightforward dungeon if you know where to go. So first of all, you want to go in this room. And once you go inside of this room, you want to get the key, and you don't want to use it on that door there. No, no. We are going to use that on a different door. And, I mean, as I said, like, this palace is easy to go through. But if you don't know where you're going, then you're going to end up... It's going to end up giving you the runaround. So what we want to do, we want to go through here. This is the door that ultimately leads to the end of the dungeon. And that's what we want. So it, like, as long as you use your key to go through these doors, then you'll finish it up much quicker than you would, you know, if you don't. Okay, now with this, we need to get these blocks. I think I just screwed that up. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I can't. Okay, I'm going to have to go back. I'm going to have to go back and do it. But yeah, the first time I played Misery Mire, my first practice run I did, I went through every single door in this palace. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. But then I found out that I didn't have to do that. So now it's pretty easy. And you want to light these lamps. Get out of my way! Gosh. Light those lamps and then take out... I mean, you know, light those up with your lamps. And then with these, you want to take out your fire rod. And I guess I wasn't quick enough. So I'm going to have to take out my lamp again. I don't want to use too much magic. I don't think the lamp uses as much magic as the fire rod. And there we go. Now what's going to happen is I think like the floor beneath us changes. So like you'll see. So, like I think like the palace kind of shifted so that the rooms are different. Something like that. But we want to go in here again, and then we want to go through this door. And we want to fall down here, and it will lead us to the way that we need to go. And yay, we get a treasure chest, and we finally get the big key after like not very much time of being in here. But anyway, yeah, we get the big key. Now, before we go through that door, there is something we have to do. We need to find the item from this dungeon. So the item is all the way, we want to go back in this first room here. And there is a doorway that we want to go in. This door over here. And once you get... Okay, I'm not quite there yet. I think I'm going to pick up this fairy though. There we go. Because it's just nice to have more life. And now, quick! Whip out your hook shot and go over here because the floor is going to break away and we need to do that real quick. And we get the Cane of Samaria. So that is the item of this dungeon. I think, like, did I tell you what the item was? I don't know if I did. Because at first I was confused because I thought it was a different item. Because I've been playing the game ahead and stuff. You know, doing practice runs. But anyway, it's the Cane of Samaria. That's what the item is. Now, let's see. I want to go over here. That's right. So once you do that, go in this door. And I want to go up here. Yeah, I'm on the right track. And now we get to go through this boss door, which will lead us to a few more rooms before we get to the boss. So it's not too bad. And of course you get some fairies and stuff that you can grab. You know, if you have the magic powder. And just ignore everything else in this room and just run straight across here. And you should be good. And of course there's a dark room that we're in. But anyway, you want to take out your Cane of Samaria, place a block on that switch and go through this door. And that's really the only time that you'll be using that Cane of Samaria in this palace. I mean, which is really weird because you would think you would use the cane a bunch in this palace since this is the palace we found it in, but apparently not. But we will get to use the Cane of Samaria more in the next dungeon, so that's one thing we get to look forward to. Let's see, am I missing anything? I don't think so. I think I want to go through here. And we need to... yeah, we need to bomb this wall totally. Get out of my way, skeleton dude. And there's a switch right here, so it's very convenient. And it looks like there's rupees and stuff up there, but I'm pretty sure like you have to go in a different room or something to get those, and I don't want to go through the trouble. Let's see, I think I want another... okay, that's perfect. I turned both of those anti-fairies into fairies at the same exact time, so that couldn't have worked out any better. And when you go through this door, a bunch of jelly dudes, otherwise known as choo-choos, are going to drop down from the ceiling. And, okay, but anyway, you want to flip that switch and then go through here. Wow, they're being very generous with all those fairies. But now we are finally at the boss door. I don't know why I say finally, but you know what I mean. And yeah, it is another round of eyeballs staring at us. So this, like I was saying, this game really loves eyeballs. The best strategy to use here is to shoot them with arrows, because it can take them out pretty fast. When the main eyeball raises up out of the water, though, you need to scram off to the side here, because he's going to shoot some Aghanim lightning at you. Like, it's like the same attack that Aghanim uses. And I keep getting cornered by those eyeballs. It's just... I don't know. Like, I thought it would be easier to use my sword because they were kind of coming at me at an angle. And, yeah, it didn't work out too well. And I didn't shoot. I didn't even escape at that time because the lightning, I mean. But anyway, once you defeat the rest of those eyeballs, just keep shooting like crazy at this main eyeball, and it will go down really quick. So and yes, we rescued the next maiden. Let's see what she has to say.
Jade Panda, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Ganon captured us because he couldn't break the seal of the wise men with his power alone. And then, using the wizard Aghanim as his pawn, he drew us into the dark world. After cracking the seal with our powers, he sealed us inside of these crystals. He then gave us to his loyal monsters, but Ganon didn't plan on your getting this far. Now Princess Zelda is waiting for you inside a Turtle Rock. Please hurry! Do you understand? May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.
So, it turns out that Princess Zelda is in the next dungeon, which is Turtle Rock. And of course, I have a feeling that this won't end at Turtle Rock, but you know how it is. But anyway, we still have a lot of time left. I got through that dungeon pretty quickly, so since I did get through this dungeon pretty quickly, I am actually going to go right to, let's see, I think we need to go to Link's house in the Dark World. So let's get out of here first, though. And there's something that we're going to get now. We're going to get the silver arrows and another sword. I mean, our sword's going to be even better than it is now. I mean, I know you think that the tempered sword is really good, but like the golden sword is even better. So yes, there is another sword. It's even more powerful than the tempered sword. And we need to go to the Dark World over here because it's best to go over here because then we're really close to the house. And you need a bunch of rupees to do this because you're going to be buying a bomb. And I don't know if you remember this or not, but remember when I went into the Dark World? I mean, after I defeated Aghanim, and we were on that pyramid, and it turns out there was a crack in the wall that I couldn't crack with regular bombs. Well, inside of here there's a pink bomb that is perfectly capable of cracking that wall. But what you gotta do though is don't jump off any cliffs, don't get hit, and don't dash. Don't dash with your Pegasus boots. We have to get up to that pyramid and we have to get there in one piece. And if you do get separated from your bomb, crap, get away from me. If you do get separated from this bomb, or the bomb gets hit, it will explode. And guess what? You will have to go back. You will have to pay for another bomb. And that cost a lot of money. He didn't even tell us what the price is. I mean, it's like some of those stores. They like to not put the price on things because they'll think that you'll pay good money for it. I went to Books A Million today and I was looking at the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child books, and the price wasn't even listed on the books or on the display or anything. Like, they just had them out, like, you know, because they know people are going to buy them, but they don't want people to worry about the cost. They want them to spend a bunch of money without thinking about it. I mean, I think those books are still like $25 or $30, so I'm not going to pay for it. I mean, sometime I might eventually get it on. Oh gosh, that was a close one. Please, please, please make it up here. Yes, we made it up here. Now, you want to press A and then the bomb will explode after a few seconds. But yeah, I'm going to eventually get that book like on my Nook because it's cheaper there. So anyway, throw your bow and arrows in there. And a fairy is going to appear, and the fairy's totally ugly. And I think they do this because, you know, this is like the Dark World and stuff, so everybody looks different. And yeah, she even says, I know I don't quite have the figure of the fairy. Ganon's cruel power is to blame. I'm sorry, lady, but I don't think you can blame your appearance on Ganon. I'm so sorry. Some things, I mean, yeah. But anyway, like, I think they do it as like some sort of test. I don't know, to test you or whatever, because all the other fairies look pretty and stuff, but this one doesn't. But she gives you a lot better stuff than the other fairies do. So throw in your sword, you will get the golden sword and it'll be awesome. Look at this. This is so awesome. Honestly, for some reason the sword reminds me of a banana. I don't know why. But anyway, that is it for this episode, guys. I will see you guys next time. So goodbye, everybody.